Good morning and welcome once again to Daybreak Africa from our studio in Ondo State, which is the sunshine state of the nation. It's a beautiful morning. My name is Ikhonede Joshua Yodeji.
Good morning, my name is Miracle Odunayo and welcome to Daybreak Africa on KAFTAN television. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It's Friday. Party time.
Party time. We're coming down. You like parties?
I like parties. Yes, everybody must have something they like.
Look, this your filler. Yes, your cap. It's giving the party vibes.
Yeah.
What's your plan?
Sugar daddy era.
Oh, you just said that.
Yeah, the sugar daddy era in the actual sense. Yeah.
You're not like you're proud to say that. I can't.
Yeah, sugar daddy era to my significant other. Like, you know, we role play sometimes. You get what I'm trying to say? Oh, you don't know what they call role playing? Oh, Jesus. Well, welcome to the clique.
I don't trust you again.
You don't trust me again?
I don't trust you because these days you've been trying to do some things. I'm feeling like I rebuke that spirit in the name of Jesus. Spirit of cheating.
Spirit, wait first. Spirit, wait first. I don't rebuke any spirit. Though. Spirit, wait first. I don't plan that. I don't intend to.
So what's the sugar daddy era?
Yeah, sugar daddy era. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, you know, we just started. We are getting there. We are getting to that level. You understand that kind of thing. So 30 plus maintains. You understand what I'm trying to say. So just leave it at that. Just enjoy this period.
I get it.
You only live once, man. Enjoy yourself. So the weekend is back in the actual sense. The weekend is back, and yeah, we watch football. We do sports. We do parties. We just enjoy ourselves exclusively and all those kind of things.
Just be careful.
I'm always careful. I try as much as possible to be careful as much as possible. I'm very sure this weekend, the reason why I'm saying be careful is because you're not going out. You're staying indoor again.
I won't take that from you this morning.
Don't worry.
You see the way I'm calm and cool?
Calm and cool.
That's because I don't want to argue with you.
No, you don't need to argue. You actually don't need to argue. I don't argue on Fridays in the actual sense. I argue more on maybe Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Friday is supposed to be the most relaxing time of the week, where you should learn to relax, enjoy yourself, enjoy everything.
Very, very
enjoy
important.
Enjoy your work, enjoy your labor. The book of Ecclesiastes will say that one thing which is very valuable in life is for you to just serve God, enjoy your labor, enjoy the time you are alive, enjoy the period, enjoy your food, enjoy your family, enjoy even the wife of your youth. You understand?
I don't trust this man again, guys. I don't trust you again.
Well,
there's something about you that I'm still trying to get.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't leave that aside.
Hey, this man.
There won't be any scandal. Don't worry. But then, before we talk about all scandals and all those kind of things, we know that the entertainment scene has been filled with scandals, with back and forth. We saw what happened with education recently, and a whole lot of things actually. But then, we'll be giving you all these things exclusively first in the entertainment news. So enjoy the entertainment news. After the entertainment news, we come over, we do the entertainment news discourse, and trust me, actually, you are going to enjoy the entertainment news discourse, and even our top 10 songs for the week. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome back to Daybreak Africa on KAFTAN television, live from our city here in Hondo. And I hope you guys enjoy the entertainment news that we gave you earlier. And so we'll be moving on to our entertainment news discourse. As you all know that today is Friday and we do more of the entertainment news discourse. So to discuss with us the entertainment news that we have for you this morning is a social commentator, a person of Hadiza to Ibrahim, Mohammed. Welcome to the show and good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
It's nice having you.
It's nice.
My pleasure.
Last week I was not here.
Yeah, it was a female
interview.
Yeah.
Now we are here.
You know, I said it last week that he's always.
Oh, of course, you said it.
He's always
troublesome,
on me,
right?
honestly.
I'm not a troublesome person.
I'm not saying you're troublesome, but you're always coming for me all the time on this particular show.
You see, last week when I was not around,
I don't even know why you're wearing purple.
That's true. You guys are twinning.
No. We're not together. No, we're not together. I won't take
I
that.
told them that I don't like the clothes I'm wearing today. Something is happening. Now I've just realized. Well done. Let's leave the news.
All right. So the first news story that we have on the list is about okay. Let me just take it. I'm deeply traumatized, says Comfort Emerson after a airborne hair controversy. On August 10, Emerson became a social media sensation after videos emerged online showing her attacking a flight attendant and confronting airport security officials. Airborne Air said the incident started before takeoff when she refused to switch off her phone, a violation of aviation safety rules. Then after another passenger helped turn off the device, she allegedly flew into a rage. Upon landing in Lagos, Emerson was accused of assaulting a flight attendant, and as a result, the Ikhonede Air banned her from flying with the airline, while the airline operators of Nigeria's placed her on a lifetime no-fly list, citing her behavior as one of the worst cases of passengers' misconduct this year. So after being remanded at Kirikiri prison over assault charges, Emerson was released when the court dismissed the case. Okay, but in a recent post from Emerson, she argued that she did not refuse to switch off her phone, but only struggled because the power button was faulty. She claimed that although a fellow passenger eventually helped her switch off the phone, Juliana was still left with a threat saying, "You will see." And Juliana is the person, I think, the hostess, yeah. So Emerson added that she didn't take it seriously until they arrived in Lagos, where she was stopped from alighting without explanation. So after that, Emerson admitted that out of anger and pain from being dragged and humiliated, she reacted by attacking the men and the air hostess. Alright, so let me just fast forward to where she later said that she saw those videos online where she was dragged and was kind of naked with, she said, with my body exposed, and some people even made stickers out of them. The trauma has been overwhelming. I can hardly go out because I feel ashamed and my body is all over the internet. I don't know how I will return to my job. Imagine trying to sell a house and people are looking at me differently because of the videos. I kept thinking about my future husband, my children, and my reputation. What happened on the flight wasn't a big deal, so I never expected it to escalate this way. But now people mock me everywhere and I honestly don't know how to move on. I'm not a troublesome person or a nuisance. This is a lot, honestly. This is a lot. But from your own perspective, do you feel like, because she mentioned that the situation was not meant to like go viral like this, on your own perspective, do you think that they should have handled things maybe in another way, or some, or the way they handle it is just the best way, because she has been released actually?
Of course, it has. Well, I think, or I feel they would have handled things amicably. When the thing happened in the plane, everything should have been settled there.
Right there.
Yes, right there. And for them, and for those that were making the video, anyway, we're in the era of social media.
Everybody wants to post something online.
Of course. So, but they would have settled things amicably, just right there in the plane, instead of escalating
to that level.
Yes, escalating to that level of dragging her out, almost stripping her
naked.
Yes, should I say half naked, or
half naked.
Yeah, let's say half naked, since she wasn't completely stripped of her wares. They would have just settled it in the plane there.
In the plane there.
Yes.
Let me do I have my different views with the actual series, because I don't like to be a spoiler.
What are you trying to spoil?
No, I'm not actually trying to spoil, because definitely, no matter what happens, no matter how terrible anything happens, everybody want to bring out the side of their own to make their story look very understandable and all that. I've dealt with thieves a long time ago to understand how they operate in the actual sense. I don't actually feel that the old post is genuine. That's me.
Social media posts.
These are social media posts.
After the whole
thing, from what we saw. Though I like the fact that now she's regretting an action, which was the action of the fact that the whole thing escalated. That's all I read. That's why I do tell people, if you want to fight somebody, understand what you are trying to fight against. If you have something at stake,
your reputation
and all those kind of things. Someone like me, I've been angered multiple times by thugs, and I'm like, wait, if I fight this person now, I have a family, I'm going back to. I have a lot of things I'm going back
What will you tell your
What will I
daughter?
tell my daughter? Will I tell them? People like,
course.
and daughter especially that you're telling, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. And they'll see you online.
Daddy
exchanging
fighting.
blow. So definitely I know, you don't need it. This guy doesn't have anything to lose. If he, and again, they can be brutal and all those kind of things. I think to a very large extent, they shouldn't have let the matter go to that extent. But then I think to a very large extent as well, I don't know why Nigerians don't like to listen to instructions.
Put off your phone. Actually, she mentioned the fact that she was having difficulty in
But the person that helped
switching
her
it
did
off.
not
But
have
the
the
person actually helped her.
That's how it works. No, that's where it works from.
But the thing is, that you put it off or you put it on flight mode. But
yes.
she said, according to her statements, that the air hostess was saying that she should switch it off completely.
Which is the current rule of the NCAA right now, saying that no matter what, no
Just
airplane
switch
mode,
it
just
off.
switch off your phone whenever you're on the plane and all those kind of things, even before takeoff. I don't know why Nigerians don't understand this. And that this happening the second time. We saw our elder brother, our daddy, sorry, my grandfather.
Right?
Yeah, Kwamwan actually, he did. You see, I'm trying to just be Yoruba-ic in the nature. So he did what he shouldn't actually do, and in the actual sense. But then I think it's getting out of hand.
But you're seeing her coming out to say this kind of thing. Okay, you already said that you don't feel like.
Everybody has their view.
I just want to know your view. Do you think she's genuine? Like coming out to say this aside of the story. Do you think this is really genuine, or just a way of just letting people pity her,
empathy, like everybody
and
plays?
all of that?
We're not there, so
Okay.
I wasn't there, so I don't really know what transpired between them. But you know, in situations like this, everyone will just come out and say whatever favors them. So probably that's what favors her. That was why she had to come out. And
But a lot of people supported her. A lot of people were coming out, celebrities, come and see them, saying, no, this is wrong, that is wrong. I'm like, this girl don't blow.
Yeah, she blew. We know why she blew. In the actual
course
sense. We know why she blew in the actual sense. Though I pity her, because like she said, at least there's somebody on social media now saying that her nakedness was on the outside. I used to think that shame was gone in society, because I was still saying it recently. I was at the wedding, and what she's complaining about now that she's depressed
somebody
of not going
open.
out is what people just open unnecessarily
Free
at
of
weddings,
charge.
and you're just there looking like, and they'd be like, it's just body positivity, and I'm like, body positivity.
Yes, it's body
This
positivity.
is really positive. No, for viewers, viewers, we have no problem. But then at the end of the day, the social media never forgets. I think that's one of the things she's looking
people
at.
should do, yes.
And
Never
people even,
forget.
and I think our people should try to be kind of nice, using that kind of videos or pictures to make stickers.
Of course.
So the social media
And I feel they should have blurred that part of her nudity.
Try to be nice.
Of course.
You know, the problem is, actually, if it was a media house, that actually
Leaked out the video,
leaked
right?
out that video, they would have blurred those old
course,
places.
of
No matter what, if you watch any media house, proper one,
Yes.
they would have blurred it. But you see blogs and influencers,
They don't
they
mind.
don't mind. Those was once the trend. And though to a very large extent, I feel, now this is my own personal opinion, a bulk of the support she got was from that video in the actual sense. So let's leave it at that.
So what are you trying to insinuate?
No, what I'm trying
That
to
was because of the video that people were coming out for her?
Do you think there are righteous men in this country?
Just
Let's leave it there. Because honestly, by the time you are asking yourself for the goodies that now began to come as proposals to her, you know, and
so
all
people offered
expense
her jobs,
all expense paid trips and all that.
Just
What
as
do you think?
It was because of the video.
It was because of the video.
Of course.
Let's be sincere with ourselves. No, honestly, there are days we need to say things as it is. That's just the truth. There is nothing genuine about many of the support she got, and that's just my own view. You know, me, I will say it as it is. That's my mood. This
I
period.
rest my case.
Rest the case.
Moving on
Rest the
to
case.
the other story that we have for you this morning also. Billboard names 2 Babas Africa Queen Best Afrobeat Song of All Time. The list released, the Billboard has officially named 2 Baba 2004 It's African Queen the Best Afrobeat Song of All Time. Alright, so the list was released recently celebrates the genre most impactful song based on criteria including cultural significance, commercial success, and global expansion. The magazine said the song reflects how Afrobeat first gained grounds in Nigeria before spreading globally and earning international recognition. Billboard hails African Queen as a love letter to a generation of women from the continent, praising its tender admiration and iconic music video. And also, we also have some song that was part of the top 10, apart from the
African
Baba African Queen. We also have Whiskey, Odunayo, we have Flavor, Unwa Baby, we have Rema, Calm Down, Whiskey featuring Thames, Excellence, we have CK, Love Wanting, and many more. We also have Burna Boy, yeah, and many others. So they made the top 10.
Top 10, yeah.
Yes.
Afrobeat songs ever.
Yeah. Best ever.
Best ever. Everybody has their view. Billboard has their view. Joshua has his view. But if you are to ask you, if they are to ask you, what's your favorite Afrobeat songs of all time? If it's from your own perspective.
Favorite Afrobeat song of all time. Nigerian
Music, yeah.
music.
Oh, you don't listen to Afrobeat?
Not really a fan.
Not really.
African Queen is
But you
actually.
know African Queen,
Yeah, I do.
you don't really like it?
I do. It's a classic, of course.
It's a classic.
Love
It's a
it.
classic. Classic R&B.
Classic.
Yeah, that's why. You know, my problem is maybe because of I studied music majorly, so
Okay.
I know to a very large extent that it's not totally Afrobeat. It's more of why the term with Afrobeat is because of the fact that it came from an African and then it has the bit of the African feel. But then it's majorly an R&B song in the actual sense. African is majorly an R&B song in that era, in the actual sense. But then I think I like the recognition we are getting now. At least everybody's knowing our songs. Everybody's hearing African Queen. Everybody's hearing Calm Down. Everybody's hearing Ye. Nigerian songs that before we never used to hear in the airways and all that. But what's your take on the fact that now we are having such kind of recognition at this particular time in Nigeria, in Africa generally, by billboards from the United States, from the United Kingdom, and Europe generally?
Well, that's a. Which word should I? Okay, that's a very beautiful. Yes, that's a very beautiful thing. At least it shows that Nigerians were going places. Yes, our country is going far, and I know that African Queen by Two-Face, I think it came out somewhere around
2004.
Yes, it had 2004. So it's a classic. It's been there, and I know it was used in one American movie.
Yeah, an American movie. Then.
Yeah, but I can't remember the title of the movie. But it was played by this woman, Queen Latifah.
Latifah, yeah, Queen Latifah
Yes.
was on the film.
So
Black
yes.
African film and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't remember the title of the movie currently. But I know that African Queen has always been
Banging.
yes, it's a classic, and Two-Face is a legend, and it will always remain a classic. By doing this, I believe it will make it's making our country to go far. Yes.
Yeah, I would have felt that they should even have add the fella song to it. There are a lot of fella songs. That's even the originator. But then the fact that you are the originator does not actually mean you should have every of your songs being there, or maybe a song of yours. But then it's good. It's great. I think I appreciate that. Good luck to congrats to Baba for that kind of recognition on your career. And congrats to everybody that made the list. Bona, Rema, Whiskey, Odunayo. I think why Odunayo really resonates with me because you know I live close to Odunayo. Like I live behind Odunayo. I was in Yaba. Odunayo is next. So definitely I understand when the whole song came out, the guy even used the boss, like a proper downfall. I was very impressed when I saw the video and all those kind of things. So then it's good at least our songs are getting that kind of recognition. And I like the fact that Rema is getting his recognition, so calm down. I saw the whole concert at Australia and I'm like, wow, everybody was just whoa, like, bro. But then it's great that Nigerian songs is just making and pulling out there and all that.
Making a wave out there.
Yeah.
All
Great.
right. So still on the music industry, so I would like to take the okay. Stop Jumping on hit songs by newer acts. Brimo eats Burna Boy and Davido. This is coming from Brimo. The Ara Hitmaker shared his views on his social media page, calling the practice of an act calling the practice an act of wickedness. He urged that the established stars are not helping younger artists, but are instead using them to disguise their own pursuit of clout. He said, "Dear Nigerian mainstream A-listener," he mentioned Burna Boy, he mentioned David and Co. "Stop jumping on every hit song in a remix, especially releases of newer acts he wrote. Let other artists find their own way. The pretending to be helping them reach higher is a ridiculous watch. Stop seeking relevance in the efforts of ones who know little about the business. It's evil." What I feel like, okay, don't let me give my own opinion now. I just want to know your opinion. What do you have to say about what he said?
Ibrahim is sort of a controversial person. He's always on the media or social media here and there.
This is not the first time
yes,
he's confronting artists and saying this kind of thing.
Yes, this is not the first time, He comes out and before he starts saying things. But collaborating with the newer artists, to me, I don't think is bad. I think they're just trying, to me personally, they're just trying to promote those ones because, yes, the likes of Davido and Burna Boy, they are already known. And those ones, they are just coming up. When they release their songs, probably because of the older artists, some people I personally want to listen because I love that artist, yes, because Susu person is there. So they're only giving them recognition. To me, that's my own view, but I don't know why Brimo is saying.
I know why.
I guess that's his own view.
So what's the why?
Brimo wants to release an album. Definitely, I suspect an album is coming up. So
it's almost the end of the year.
No, it's not even about the fact that almost the end. But Brimo is one of the most controversial guys.
Very
Sometimes
controversial.
I term Brimo as crazy, man. Maybe that's why I like him. That should be one of my favorite artists in Nigeria. I like all the songs. I like the one he was naked on. Yeah, and all that. And the sound was extremely beautiful. And all those. Brimo is a thespian in the actual sense, so you know him doing all those kind of things, and this is not even the only controversial thing he has said this week.
There are lots of
Yesterday he was still saying something about the fact that Satan is not bad. It's people that, and we know the album is coming soon and all those kind of things. But to a very large extent, what he said is an half truth. That's from my own perspective, because to a very large extent, I remember Kiss Daniel when Woju came out, and everybody was jamming Woju. Though me, I felt the remix was totally unnecessary. But then, one of the things that those things do is a win-win situation for both the young artist and the big artist. Because with songs like that, you are already open, your doors are open to these big artists. And sometimes with that, you have access to their stage. Because at the end of the day, if those big artists are performing, it's just like when Ashake brought out Sungba. Sungba. And Burna, though I like that Burna's part. Tell me what you see when you look at me, like, everywhere jam. So when Burna is performing in his stage, Burna's stage is one of the biggest stages in Nigeria right now. Burna can be in UK, in the US, in one country in Europe, anywhere.
You can just say, guy, just
show. When Burna is already playing that Sungba and everybody's dancing, the white guys are dancing, the next thing Ashake comes on stage, everybody screams. Automatically, that guy, you have given him more
recognition.
And Burna too, the song too, more fame because the song is on the airwaves. Exactly. If they did the same thing for someone like CK with the Love 120, because Love 120 should be, to me, that's the biggest Afrobeat song ever. If you asked me, Two-Face song tried, but Love 120, especially the coronavirus period, was everywhere. India, China, everywhere. Love 120 was a big jam. I don't think even some songs abroad were as big as Love 120 and all those kind of things. But then, if he had like a collaboration with maybe Burna, maybe Wizkid, who had that kind of vocals, not Davido on that one. Davido will spoil the song. Davido has his jam. You understand? Okay. But then it's a win-win for them. But Brimo should understand this. It's a win-win for everybody.
It's a win-win for everybody.
It's a win for that guy too as well. So he has access to Davido's stage. Davido will open up a lot of things for him, and also that song also gives Davido more reputation because that was on this song.
I remember when Spyro and Tiwa Savage sang "Who Is Your Guy?" This song, a lot of people did not really know Spyro. Like,
I
because
personally,
Tiwa
You didn't know,
Savage.
you didn't know Spyro?
I didn't know him.
So a lot of people did not really know,
Yes.
know him like Spyro. But
Yes.
because Tiwa Savage, after they sang the Rams, I'm like, Tiwa Savage is like, let me go. Okay, it's Ibrahim.
Yes.
This guy's one. A lot of people got to know about who's your
course.
guy.
I think he's your guy. It trended
It
way
trended.
before,
It
but nobody
trended
really
quite
knew
alright.
Spyro the same.
Yes.
I think
Nobody
that's
really
true.
knew
Yes.
that Spyro was.
But the minute you just hear that
Very
Tiwa is
Tiwa
there,
is there.
boom.
Thank you.
But then there's one that who keeps giving this Olamide Bado there, who once Olamide features on your song, bam.
Bam.
Bye.
And that's one of the things that most of these young artists love, because they know if Bado is featured on your song, then airstreams opens, because what? Bado! Ashake benefited, a lot of people
A lot of people
benefited.
benefited,
So
yeah.
I don't think Brimo is right in that aspect. I just feel he's just trying to throw tantrums. Baba, your album is going to be good already. We that we will buy.
We
will
are for
buy.
you.
We that will buy, we buy. We that we are
At
your
least
fans.
it's good
we are
as
your
what he
fans.
does.
It's very
Yeah,
good.
it's
Ah,
very
no.
good.
Very
Brimo
good.
is-
Very
ah,
very
no,
good.
it's- Baba,
Remember when
Very
Fausto wants to
good.
drop his own song? That was a few
Okay.
months ago. It was just causing controversy
controversy.
online.
Someone that was saying that
Fornication is not a sin.
But we will get to it.
To sell their market.
Exactly. It's just PR.
We know the game.
Yeah.
We know the game. Well done. Thank you. We already see what you are trying to do. But then we believe you. But probably just get to the next story. Let's take Go Start. After Go Start, we'll come back on Daybreak Africa and latch on and stories again. So please stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the show. If just joined us, it's still Daybreak Africa, and yes, it's time to continue with our stories. But then I hope you enjoyed Go Start. I hope you learned one or two things from Go Start. I hope you will do something with what you've learned from Go Start, because it's very important in the actual sense that you do something with it. You can't just be receiving tips like that for free and then not do something that is very important with the tips you are receiving. Well, we were discussing new stories actually,
Yeah.
and the story I'm saying here right now is one that I know is going to interest you guys.
Which one is you guys? What about you? Aren't you part of us? Is it a female thing?
Yes, a female thing with
Okay.
a male, the misogyny, feminism. But then let me just delve into the story in the actual sense. So this is from Kathy, our Guinness World Record holder for the longest dance. Kathy said, "Men avoid dating me because I am a divorcee and a single mom." Okay, let's delve into the story. Now, speaking on a podcast, the 45-year-old choreographer said she has experienced rejection from men because she has 2 children. Kathy questioned why divorce is often seen as a disqualifier, arguing that a woman who has healed from a failed marriage could be a better partner. She also criticized societal pressure to marry fresh partners, despite statistics showing that over 70% of marriages end in divorce. Statistics. Well, I'm still scared of that statistics. I have had someone tell me because I am a single mother, I cannot think about dating me because I have 2 children, she said. What makes you think a woman that has been divorced is not even the better candidate if she has worked on herself? What is the guarantee that the 2 single people today are not going to be divorced people tomorrow? Why are people feeling like I need to marry him fresh and I need to marry her fresh? But both of you are going into the same data that over 70% of marriages crash. You are part of the 70%. I am not part. Do you know that a lot of butterflies in the tummy is a trauma response? Real love brings peace, not butterflies. Real love is not supposed to make you anxious. I'm still healing from those anxious feelings. I know how responsible I am as a woman. I don't sleep around. I don't do casual sex. Kathy was previously married to Joseph Amer, a music producer and director. In 2022, she confirmed the end of our union. Me, I even wonder where the statistics come from.
Maybe you should make your own research.
No, I've seen researches, and they are, to a very large extent, a majority of marriages in African context is very successful. They are not just on social media.
Okay.
So I don't know where the statistics is coming from. But then, from your own take, let's start from there. Do you think the statistics are right, of like 70% of marriages crash, from your own perspective?
I don't think the statistics are right. I don't know where she got
Our own
that from.
statistics.
Probably she will come and tell us where she
Don't
got
come and
it from.
educate me.
At least I don't think she's right.
Because I think in the spiritual homes, people are there and they are married and they are not divorced.
the other time you mentioned they are not on social media.
Uh-huh.
So maybe where she's getting that from is from social media, because majority of those married or people that we see on social media, majority of them kind of divorce.
The celebrities, not the actual people.
Do you know that
celebrities.
divorce happen around us?
Yeah, it happens around us. I know of a truth that divorce happens around us. People.
The fact that they're not on social media does not mean that does not happen.
Yes, it happens around us.
Neighbors.
We know, neighbors. But then we also know that in every 10 homes, the harsh truth is, in the Nigerian context, at least we are in Ondo. Okay, Ondo is one of the most peculiar Yoruba states I've ever seen, because I know Ondo and when it comes to the marital aspect. Now, I'm saying this with all sense of authority. At least I've moved around to a very large extent, and I've done my findings. To a very large extent, most marriages that succeed in Ondo are totally not really from the town itself.
Yes, exactly.
Most.
Yes.
Oh, thank God I have
They're not married
To the indigenes of
the town,
of the
because
town.
somehow they
Yes.
tend any small issues that
Yes,
they
their
tend
house.
to break immediately
Yes,
and all that.
yes,
I think they
yes,
have
their
that kind of reputation. But
Yes.
mostly, if you go to other places, go to Oshun, go to Ibadan, go to even the Lagos that everybody is shouting, there are extremely successful marriages there. Go to even the East, go to the Edo State, as bad as some couples
Yeah,
could be, they are still together. Even though they could be bad, they could be beating each other, they never leave
They
each other.
still endure
It's because of those
a lot
things
of
I
things.
stopped resolving marital issues. If you bring your marital issue to, I will never, it's your problem, because the person has to divorce and they are wanting to uncle.
Who does that?
Who does that? I know that. But then, from your perspective, let's start from what Kathy said. The difficulties of single moms and divorcees getting remarried. Do you think people are really terrible for not really wanting to marry people like that? Or do you agree with the fears of people not wanting to go to them to get married?
I think a lot of young men or a lot of men, they don't really want to go to the single moms or even the widows. The single mom, the widows and the divorcee. A lot of men will tell you they don't want a relationship with them. When you talk about a widow, they will be like, some men will be like, they don't know what killed the husband. So for that reason, you know,
I ain't going.
they can't go there. The single mom, what happened in your previous relationship? You know, they just start saying.
When we find out, we have to know.
So they want to know whatever has happened, that, okay, if you're a calm or something, you wouldn't have come out from there as a single mom. You would have remained in that relationship. Yeah, same thing as the divorcee. They'll be like, probably you are a stubborn type. That was why your husband divorced you. So you just hear a lot of men who tell you, never, never, never. Some of them, yes, a whole lot. They will be like, never, never. They will never go for a for such a relationship.
But don't you think that society should be kind of fair to people that are like single parents, divorcee? Because I know, let's say in this Ondo, because I'm here in Ondo, there's some places that even when you want to get an apartment, and they ask you that where is your husband, and you tell the landlady or the landlord that you don't have a husband, you are a single mom, they will not give you the apartment.
I think I try to
understand with him, right?
Okay. Let me hear your own view first.
Don't you think that society should be kind of fair in dealing with those set of people? They are humans too.
Of course, yes. Society should be fair on them, just as you said, because they are humans. They also have feelings. Sometimes, I say, at least it's not their. Sometimes, probably
it's
it
not
wasn't
totally
their
fault.
Yes, it happened. Things just didn't work out the way it was supposed to work. We don't pray for divorce, but it's something that probably can happen to anybody. So society truly should try and be fair to them. At least listen to them, even hear their stories, even though we know that everyone wants to say, wants to favor them, of course. Just hear their story. Let's try and empathize. Yeah, we should always try and empathize with them. Yes.
But I don't agree with the part of the fact that it's not their fault to do, because I think though things don't work out.
What about single fathers? Because we are saying single mother. What about single fathers?
Look, I have friends that have broken from relationships as well, and they are with their children. And on the back level, when you know, one of the beautiful things about guys is, to a very large degree, we tend to know how to tell each other, you know, NIGCOMSAT. That's one truth. A guy will still tell you, you know, say now you cause you are the one that caused this whole thing.
Yeah,
If you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do this. Because one of the things about male friendship is maybe because we don't take things to heart too much, we can easily talk to each other and tell each other, she shouldn't do your head. You understand? And to be fair, I do tell people, no matter what happens in relationships, breakups and all those kind of things, even if it is 90-10, even if it's 95-5, you had your own part to play in whatever happened. Is the harsh truth. I don't want to know whether, okay, I'm very young in marriage, I don't really know much things. But from the little I know, 80% of the time, you saw the red flags.
Of course.
You still went ahead, you jumped into it. You won't tell me your parents forced you and all those kind of things. You still went ahead. At the end of the day, you are a person of yourself. I do tell people, once you are 18, 19, every decision of your life, you should take responsibility for it. That is how I would rather. That's why I think people saying that young men that have been unfair to divorcees, to single mom, or landlords that have been unfair, you don't know what those landlords have seen in the actual sense. You don't know what they've seen. Imagine you renting, building a house, you abhor someone like that. Today you are seeing one, tomorrow. I used to live in a house where there was a single guy living there. This guy, it was as if the guy was running the house as a brothel. To be a very large extent. That was the guy that made me know we had a lot of young girls in this Ondo. Like, I could wake up in the morning, one girl in the morning, another in the afternoon, another in the night. In a week, I could be seeing over 21, 22 girls.
Different girls.
Different girls. I wanted to ask the guy, do you have porn, or something? Do you run it? So these landlords are saying things in the same way with ladies. That landlord, I asked him, why didn't you take a single mother? He said he has experiences that are terrible of a single mother over there. And by the time we began to relate stories, I was like, hey, this is what you're saying. Today this one, today that one, the trauma, the everything. And maybe the person built the house for his own peace. So definitely we prefer a married couple who knows, okay, I can still, because there's a kind of balance it shows. No company will employ you without asking for your CV. And when you come to them and tell them, I left, you show them organization, they will ask you, why did you leave those places? And you have to say the truth. And the company might even go to the extent of going behind to check. Hey, John, what are they actually happened? So in the actual sense, that's why I do tell people that it's not as if every guy doesn't want to marry. I know guys that are really attracted to single mothers, really attracted to divorcees. But the thing is, there is love, the feeling. There is love, the choice. Marriage is an eye opener. You need to ask yourself real questions. This one divorced now. What did she do in the actual past that made her divorce? Why is she a single mother today? They have to ask questions. Though there are guys that will still accept you despite your inadequacies and all those kind of things. But then, to a very large extent, don't blame anybody that asks questions. Because I was seeing the comment section when KAFTAN made this statement. And trust me, boy, oh boy, many of the things we saw, a man made a comment and about her on the comment section, and I was like, for real, truthfully, you can't blame him too as well. Everybody has their own view. Will you want to marry a KAFTAN? Will you want even your brother to marry a single mother? Let's be truthful with ourselves. So what we can't accept, we are saying, go girl, go girl, go guy, go guy. If you can't accept it to your family member too, don't tell them.
Encourage someone else.
It's everybody's choice. And the truth is, I don't think, I feel from my own perspective, this is the last thing I'll say on this thing, KAFTAN is just being delusional. In the sense that even from the statistics of 70% of marriages, I'm already saying that you are also a part of the 70% until we are not part.
Okay.
We won't be part. We don't know where that statistics
came. You are taking it personal.
I know, I don't have to take this one personal.
You are taking it personal.
We can never be part of the 70%. Leave it out. The truth is, guys that really love single mothers and divorcees are out there.
Yeah,
sure.
Open your doors to them. And don't see them as people that they should be your subordinates. That's just the harsh truth. So I think we should also work out that one. That one does not, we have 70%.
You didn't see the part that where she mentioned that if you are maybe a divorcee, maybe you've healed or learned one or two things. You didn't see that part.
Well, I think if we are even talking about that part, let's now begin to bring statistics. Dolapo Lawal, a popular preacher actually, was showing statistics of first marriages, second marriages, third marriages. And he said one thing. He used the American society as an explanation of these statistics. He talked about the fact that I think that 23% of first marriages divorce, 63% of second marriages divorce. By the time he got to third marriages, he got to the fact that at a point of the third marriage, people even divorce more. And he said something, say people are not learning. What makes you think the person learned and healed from the old past relationship? Have you asked them what happened in the past relationship that made you? If you want to really heal, you should first pick your own wahala there. People claim they have healed, but they have not healed. People will tell you, this is my past, but it's not their past. Relate with them closely, you discover that past is not, we just went to go and chill somewhere. I don't believe that statement. Everybody will have to think through and what are you saying you healed from? So let's be truthful with ourselves. With this life.
Can we move on, please?
We will move on, definitely. We'll move on. All right, so moving on to the last story we'll be taking today and discussing exclusively before we say our goodbyes today. Cubana chief priest addresses paternity dispute with Kenyan woman. This dispute first made headlines in January, where Mutimu alleged that she had a brief romantic encounter with Cubana during his visit to Lagos in April 2022, which resulted in a pregnancy. She claimed that after giving birth, she repeatedly tried contacting him but was blocked on all platforms. He repeated calls for a paternity test to back her claims have been met with silence. In a recent YouTube live stream with TikTok star Pella, Cubana chief priest opened up about the situation, revealing that he and his wife now laugh off the accusations. The socialite also challenged Mutumu to come to Nigeria if she was truly confident about her claims, questioning why she continues to seek public sympathy without providing concrete proof. He further suggested that the allegations were being fueled by individuals hoping to damage his marriage. Fame and wealth is not easy. You have money to an extent that someone will be at a place claiming she has something to do with you without evidence. And the people are enjoying it because they think it will spoil the relationship, he said. Nothing can destroy the relationship between me and my wife. What we do now is to look at the post and laugh about it. If you feel you have a child for me and you feel the best way to get at me, if you have my child, you have something precious than diamonds. Why are you using the child to fight me? If it was real, bring the child to Nigeria. You are now saying I am fraudulent or a ritualist, but you want child support from someone that has blood money. In June, Cubana chief priest filed a lawsuit in Kenya seeking to restrain Mutimu from making defamatory statements about him on social media. But let's be truthful with ourselves. Do you feel the young lady is being truthful with the statement of her saying Cubana chief priest actually slept with her?
The father of her child, right?
Yeah, true.
So controversial. Should I use the word? It's kind of controversial. If that word is okay. We don't know. But to me, if she's saying the truth, if there is really a child somewhere, probably she should find a way to come over to Nigeria. Then they go for a DNA test. Yes, at least a DNA test, we just give them it will give a result of whoever, if he's the owner of the child, will know that he's the owner, and if otherwise, he will know that he's not the owner of the child.
And then the whole matter gets settled.
Of course, they will just settle the whole matter.
But then, what will make a woman? I know vividly well that though we've seen really crazy things on social media, but for someone to be saying it constantly that you are the father of my child, you are the father of my child.
The thing is, the question I will ask is that is it a one-night stand? I don't, because if he's saying that he does not have a child with her, or maybe I don't know if he's so saying that he does not know her. But the thing is, for somebody to be coming out constantly saying that kind of thing, that means there is something that we don't know. There is something they are not putting out there.
Does he know her or he doesn't know her? At least we don't know.
We don't know if they have had any encounter
or not
before or not. Because she mentioned when he came to Lagos, and I don't think she is in Nigeria currently.
She's not currently in Nigeria.
She's not. Yes. So what is the connection? Is it a one-night stand, or there is something that we don't know? Or they had a previous relationship, or what is it exactly?
I don't know. Me, if you ask me, no, I won't even ask her. The only thing we can just talk about here is the fact that from different sides,
from what we are seeing,
in the actual sense. If you ask me about, okay, from what I'm seeing so far, male psychology, I will tell you, I know when a man is trying to hide his tracts. And if a man is trying to really hide his tracts and really prove his innocence, there's a difference between trying to hide your tracts and trying to prove your innocence. If you really want to prove your innocence, most men will go to the extent of, oh yeah, bring the DNA test, let us see it.
Or even in travel over.
Or travel over.
He can actually
have the
travel
money
over. He has
to
and
the
show
money
it
to
to
travel
the world
over.
that this thing is not my son, my
Of
child.
course.
But then you just saying, you just laugh it off.
You laugh it off with your
trying
wife. Are you trying to me, if I'm the wife, I will be like, you're trying to cover something for me. Why will you be saying that we should be laughing something? This is serious. A child is the child you're talking about.
Of course.
I think
That's a
but-
very
but-
serious accusation.
But then to a very large extent, I know you women can be very funny
It's
to want to actually, that as the wife. Now I'm talking about as
If I'm the
Cubana
wife,
chief
I will
wife.
look for how I will get in touch with that woman. I
Will you
know
try to get in
everything.
touch with the
I
woman to
will.
know if
Yes, I will do it. Just to know if my husband is innocent
Or
or
not.
not.
but then someone can know that you are not innocent. but
Nah, they
don't
just try
just
to
bring
they
that
don't
child
bring
close.
the
I
child.
don't
Don't
want
come and
to
share your inheritance with my child.
don't just bring that child close. I know women can be that way too. as
Yeah.
well.
They
But
just turn deaf ear and let it just
But
go.
then I feel one. I like one statement he said. One of the statements he said was, "You said I'm a ritualist,
We're still
but you
asking
still
for
want
child
the child support
support.
of blood money and all those kind of things." How did you even go to that extent of being of ritualism? If you want to actually prove paternity, Kuku just go to the
That is it.
major this thing. You could go to the courts too. You could go to you could call organizations, civil organizations, and all those kind of things. Call them to and just try as much as possible to ensure that they compel, because chief priest is a celebrity.
Oh.
Definitely, if he's compelled.
Your reputation is
understand?
on the line and all of
Yes.
that.
Though to a very large extent, I know that many of those guys too, they won't still budge. I know that because Africa, the way Africa is, once you have your money,
No, of course.
the courts are
buy a lot of
different. You can buy a lot of things and all those kind of things. So, but then to a very large extent, if he's on the social media, I think I understand what she's trying to do. I understand what he's trying to do. I think to a very large extent, if a woman is consistent on something like this, there's an iota of truth
Of
to
course.
whatever she's putting. I have that feeling. And from what I've seen from Chief Priest, though, I think there are things he's just trying to intentionally
Hide.
hide by cruise. I know how guys behave in that aspect.
I am talking.
Hey, Jesus! I was not talking since. But then, and I feel, anything can happen. It's not that bad. You are not the first man that we have a child out of wedlock. You will not be the first. Neither will you be the last. At least your best friend, David, is. And David has mentors too. Two Faces there.
Don't just call that two-face. It's something else.
But I like Two Face. He comes out with his full chest,
Yes.
and
Of course.
he even sang it in a song. I like woman. I did.
In fact,
I'm straightforward.
He's proud of it.
He's proud of it. So there's nothing to hide there.
to hide there,
like the
actually.
Bible will say, the Bible say, Iran, it's the truth now. It's the man that will just come out.
And men are even more than women. Sorry, women are more than men.
Men,
So
right.
definitely, you have
What
to save all
statistics
of us.
is that,
Yeah,
sef?
of course.
That's
You have to save all
that's
of
the
us.
language of polygamous people.
See,
Rich men.
if somebody is sharing your husband with you, don't shout, don't complain.
For real.
And for
Actually,
those
female
men
are-
that are very
female are
rich,
more
you
than
just
men.
see girls flocking around them just because of their money.
Yeah, the money, the
Yes.
vibes.
The vibe, the fame is there. So
And I know
That's
people
it.
that won't mind actually being
Some
with-
people don't even mind the money.
they don't mind.
They
it.
just
don't
want
really
the
mind.
name.
They just want the
That's just our name, yes.
Like,
That they
I
associate
roll
with
the
you.
team, I associate.
Of course.
And sometimes you see those men, they are very vulnerable too as well.
Yes,
Shayo
they can
could be in
be
the body,
very,
like,
very
drunk and all
vulnerable.
that, and maybe
That's what I'm saying. That it can be one
it
night.
could be a one-night stand now. Drunkenness can
Yes,
cause things
it
like
can
this.
cause
You
things
just-
like that.
And at the end of the, and from what what I've seen so far, I think it's just a matter of a state of drunkenness. Be a state of, because most of the time they're always on the club. And so
Yes.
one thing just happened, one thing, and boom, just happened that way. But then you guys can still confirm. Don't jeopardize the future
At all.
of that child.
Of
That
the
child,
child.
nothing concern that child, concern all of you.
Abuse.
So please do the right thing in case it's very necessary. But then thanks so much for being a part of this
Thank
segment.
you
Really
so very
appreciate you
much.
and appreciate this discussion. Woo. Well, it's time for me to go dance and all those kind of things. And yes, well, thanks so much again for this. And yeah, you see, I'm a good host.
I tell Angela is not a good host. I will tell her. It's me that will tell her.
Yeah, okay, let's go for the top 10 songs. And then it's time to take the top 10 songs. And I'm very sure you're going to enjoy it. After the top 10 songs actually comes sports. After sports, I will come back on Daybreak Africa, and yes, we'll see our conclusions and our goodbye. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back from Top 10 and Sports, and I hope you guys danced well and enjoy sports as much as possible, because I know that Joshua here actually, you know, his dancing shoes were like, how did you show me your dancing system? Your dancing step.
There was time I break dance. There are days I just do my there are days
Your dancing steps are horrible.
Horrible.
Yes.
Well, you can say that now because now I'm a 30+ man, so definitely I don't.
So you're saying that then it was okay.
Back in the days when I was in my 20s, early 20s, late teens.
Guy, you don't think you're old? You're not old.
I was a break dancer. Break dancer. I also do what do they call it? This dance floor stuff, this dance hall stuff, reggae and all those kind of things. I would do all this there and there. Dirty, the trending. We used to do things then, but now these days, even naturally, guys don't dance much these days. If you go to the clubs, everybody wants to spend and do good things.
Yeah, the other
except
for me.
Maybe an Shegu Johnson or maybe one of those guys are playing case they can.
Why would you want to
when they are doing show, nowhere talking, you just do your head like those guys' songs to be topping chart. I don't know why their songs don't top chart in the actual sense, because these days I go on social media.
It's mostly on O1B parties.
Yeah, O1B parties. But those guys make more money than even the pop parties.
Honestly, it's been a while now. Like months ago, somebody was saying that he wanted to invite Shegu Johnson for his wedding party. And he came and was like, please, how are you people coping with the fee?
If you don't have 10 million,
he said,
10 million
when he asked him that,
small.
Bro, I want to invite you for my wedding, and he gave him his like price list. I'm like, I can't afford you, sir.
How can you afford? Do you know what it means? Shegu Johnson is in your party, Kesliki is in your party, maybe it was a Kwamwan is in your party. Those kind of people, when they are praising you alone, I know people that they empty their banks to spray. Those guys' songs, I've been in a party before, and there was a time, one of the craziest events I remember of my younger brother was, we were having our great-grandmother's burial, the main party of the burial. I was 13, then he was 10. So I was asking him, I've spent all my money because the singer was ailing me. And, you know,
at 13?
At 13, I was just throwing all the money that my father, my family friends gave me, I was spent. So I was spending, and I went to meet my younger brother, Caleb, for just, give me 1 or 2 money. Caleb, I've still not forgiven you for this event. And Caleb lied to me, he told me he did not have money. He had nothing on him and all that. Then the guy just began to praise Caleb, my younger brother. And Caleb he was dancing and his head was sweating. That's a child. The next thing, Caleb opened his cap, and all of Caleb's money was inside his cap. The next thing, he spent everything.
Oh my
God. I told him, welcome.
Welcome to
we're in the group chat. So those guys make huge money and all those kind of things. So that's one of the things, the vibes that we have at parties. But these days, everybody just goes to party to spend. I don't really like clubs like that. But you see those O1B, so I can kill for O1B. I love O1B.
Then with the likes of the Shegu Johnson and some other people, O1B these days are really hot.
Really hot, like, very hot. It's as if you're having an hype man who can also sing and they can mix.
Yeah.
They bring in the repertoire, they bring in everything. Even your hip-hop songs, you hear it better.
Yes.
With those guys just doing their thing. So this weekend, let me encourage you. I know you want to watch football. I know you want to watch Big Brother and many other shows on TV. I know you want to still watch KAFTAN TV too as well, because definitely we give you very interesting programs on the weekend. But as you are doing that, which is very, very, very important, go out there, enjoy yourself. You deserve it. You said don't try.
You don't try.
You've tried. Nigeria has shown you the shege it should show you. You two have shown Nigeria the shege you can show Nigeria. Now it's time to just enjoy yourself, catch cruise, make your heart merry, and all those kind of things. And just remember, on Monday we'll still be here on Daybreak Africa, giving you the latest topics and the latest gist and all that. And yeah, till that time, I'm not going to change my name. I'm a man, so definitely I won't change my name. My name still remains Ikhonede Joshua DJ.
And my name is Odunayo. Have a fun-filled weekend, guys. Bye.